Hey guys, so today I do have my communications class and I do have to do my homework for my principles of macro class, and I have to do today's page for an English assignment. The rough draft is due on Thursday, but I'm doing a page a day and I actually have to do 2 pages today, but I might just do the last two pages on Wednesday. Although I do have to do at least 3 more pages with a little bit of writing on the 4th, but I just have to do 3 more pages. So I just have to hope I can spread out what I want to say that much. And I have to do my outline and my note cards for my next public speaking speech. And the outline is due tonight, but it shouldn't take me that long to do. So my mom ordered me something, and I already know what it is because I got the notification about being ordered. But it's for Easter. And what she ordered me was a box of Kinder Bueno, which I'm pretty sure I've said before is my favorite chocolate of all time. But it is. And I've had them in forever, and it's like a big bag of the minis. But I'm gonna put them in the fridge because they kind of feel like they melted a little bit, and I'm not eating melted chocolate, so I'm gonna put them in the fridge. Like, obviously I will eat them. Why would you not eat your favorite candy? But like, I'm not eating them while they're all melty because I got homework to finish and I don't want chocolate all over my laptop. I didn't have lunch because I just wasn't hungry, so I'm not eating candy for late lunch because it's like 3 almost. So maybe I'll have a few pieces after dinner for my classes. I have public speaking in English today, and my only homework is working on my rough draft for my English class. And I'm hoping to just stretch out the last 3-ish pages today to get that done, and then I'll just be done with it today because I am sick of working on it. And I just dread having to work on it whenever I have to work on it, to the point where I just don't want to do it. And I'm just like, I'm so happy for when I turn the whole thing. Because after the peer review on Thursday, I just do my final edits on it and turn it in. So I'll just do it that day. That way I don't have to think about this anymore, and then I'll just have to do my final project for English, which is basically the same thing as it was last semester with like my multimodal project thing based off of my essay. So I can't afford to do bad on this essay either. Plus, if I do bad, I'll have like a D in the class or something, and then I won't pass the class and I have to retake it, which I don't want to do. So I was going to just do 1 page today and the last page tomorrow for my rough draft, but there's like 2-ish pages I have to do left, so I'm just gonna finish it tonight. Because in my English class, we had time to work on our papers, and I added like a sentence of evidence into a paragraph, and then my analysis of the evidence, like adding on examples and stuff, was like half a page long. So I don't know why I was worried about not being able to stretch it to the minimum page count if I'm going to like analyze 1 sentence of evidence and make it like half a page long. So I think my problem with my ad comparison essays, because I just wasn't that super passionate about it, because I just chose a brand that I like and then like a similar brand and compared it. But this is like supposed to be a rhetorical problem like of my choosing, so I chose movie remakes and how Hollywood or movie producers need to make less of them. And I am passionate about that because I've talked about that many times with people about how movie production companies need to stop making as many remakes. So I think it's just easier for me to write about this particular topic, which is really helpful when I'm writing this rough draft, because then that means I will finish the rough drafts on time, which I didn't doubt, but I mean like with the minimum page count at the very least. Because it has to have at least 4 to 5 lines on the 7th page, but like 6 pages in total technically, and then 8 including the works cited page, at least. But I'm almost done, so I'm good. All right, so I just finished coming back from printing out my rough draft for Thursday. And obviously, since printed, I finished writing it. And I did get lucky because I had like 14 more cents than what I needed to print out the rough draft in my account since it's pay to print. And I got really lucky because on my way there, I was like, what if I have to go back? Because back to my dorm, all the way back up to my room, and then fill up my account again because my wallet was in my room. I was just like, please, I have enough. But I have enough, which is good. So next time I'll probably have to fill it out because I'm pretty sure it's like 2 cents per page. No, I don't remember. Because if it was 2 cents per page, it would have been 16 cents, not 56. But whatever, it's fine. I had enough money. That's all for today because I'm gonna get in the shower and then just chill out. I feel bad for future me on Thursday because I have to stay up until at least 1 a.m. so I can register for classes on time, so I can get the classes that I want / need, because I also have my speech day on Thursday and I'll be running on like 6 hours of sleep. And I have no dining dollars, so I'd have to spend my own money if I want a coffee. But like 6 hours of sleep, or 6-ish hours of sleep, I can easily run on that. So like it's not too bad, but still not that ideal. I gotta do what I gotta do and I gotta register for classes. By the way, today is my cousin's birthday. She lives in Germany. I already told her happy birthday today. I decided to start doing shout outs to people on my birthday. So shout out to my cousin Maria. Happy birthday. I do want to go back to Germany so I can visit her. So the only thing I have going on today is my communications class. And I have to do a presentation in that class today with my group. And we already finished the slideshow and it turned out really well. I ended up with a great group. We just have to present it. It's like a horror movie. It's like Pretty Little Liars meets Scream as a TV show, but it takes place in a college sorority and my group mates play ourselves, aka the victims. But I'm the survivor, which works out perfectly because of my knowledge of horror movie tropes. They let me choose who I wanted to play the killer because I'm the only survivor. And one of my group mates mentioned the idea of our teacher. And I was like, yeah, that's really funny actually. And it makes sense because he'd know our schedules, so he'd be able to pick us off if he was actually going to kill us, which he wouldn't, but still. Plus my only other idea was like Dwayne Johnson. And I was like, no way I'm outrunning this man ever in any lifetime. Like, have you seen him run in literally any action film he's ever been in? Absolutely. And he runs really fast. So I was like, no, I'm not outrunning this guy. So I chose my teacher instead. And then he checked in with us on Monday and there's a bug in here. And we purposely did not tell him who the killer was. And he was like, I don't want to know. And we just like looked at each other because he's the killer. And his cat is the accomplice. I'll let you guys know how the presentation goes though when I get back from class. But that's all I have going on today. I don't have any homework today. I just realized I didn't actually say how my presentation went, but I think my whole class liked it. The show seemed really interesting. All people were like saying they would watch it. And my teacher thought it was really funny when I told him, I didn't tell him. When I presented that I picked him as the killer and that his cat was the accomplice. And he was like, yeah, the cat being the accomplice makes sense. So everybody liked it. It went well. It went off without a hitch. I think my group's grade will be really good. Hey guys. So today is my last day of classes for the week. I have my speech day for public speaking, so wish me luck. And I have my English class and I have to do my final edits and then turn in my English essay today. And I have another reading quiz for English. And I was trying to register for classes at midnight, but I was having technical difficulties because I was registering my time slot, but it said I either wasn't registering in my time slot or I needed electronic permission from my advisor to enroll. So I ended up emailing my advisor at like 1 a.m. and I'll register as soon as she gets back to me because I'm pretty sure there's like a hold on my account that only she can lift, even though it said there are no holds on my account when I checked, because I know it was my registered time slot. Because Friday is for the non-degree bound students to register, and I am a degree bound student, and it went like senior, junior, sophomore, freshman starting on Monday. So I don't know what was up with that, but I mean, I'll try again before I go to class, but we'll see. So my speech for public speaking went pretty well. I was like 30 seconds away from the minimum time of 4 minutes though. So I lost points for that because I didn't make it to the minimum time, but it's okay. And I do have to also do my self-assessment for that speech today as well, along with the rest of my homework, but I'm gonna do it after English class. That way I can do something that'll take me a bit, along with my doing the final edits of my essay and my reading quiz, because I have time to do it right now for the self-assessment, but I want something to do after my English class because I got all afternoon afterwards to do whatever I want, and I want to pass the time. So it turns out it was not a technical difficulty. It was a restriction because to register for classes, because I have to meet with an advisor whenever I register for classes until I finish 60 credit hours. But I just got back from having lunch, which I did right after I did a walk-in appointment with my advisor, so now I can just register. So I got it all figured out. So I finished my final edits on my essay. I could barely even read the feedback that I got from my peer reviewer in class because it was cursive. And normally I can read, like, make out most of it. But it was really small cursive, so I could barely read it. Because I usually have trouble reading cursive, but I can make out, like, some words. So I just fixed what my teacher wrote to fix on my rough draft. She said it was too short, even though she said make it to 4 to 5 lines on the 7th page, which is exactly what I did. And she said in the feedback, the rough draft was too short. Like, what? So now it's even shorter because she said I have to fix, like, it's because I had to fix, like, the space thing because I hit enter twice instead of one time. And I usually hit enter twice, but she just said fix it on this one, which is why she's saying it's too short. So yeah, I decided to just turn it in as is because honestly, as long as I pass this class like a C, I really don't care about English because I don't need to be good past the class like well. I just need to pass the class to get the credit for the gen ed. So I just need to get like a C plus at least for the specific class. And honestly, with how rough she grades, I'd be surprised if I didn't fail the class with how rough she is with grading. Like if after you take the class, I'm gonna not choose her because we looked her up. My classmates looked her up on Rate My Professor. And literally all the comments students put from last semester were terrible, saying like she's grades like every little thing. Like she'll take points off for just one typo. She's just really hard on you for grading. And I'm like, yeah, duh. So I'm just about to do the written reflection just because I don't want to think about this anymore. Anyways, that's all I have this week. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.